So when it comes to putting, there's a few things that I start to think about. My stance is really important because I want to have a good athletic balanced stance to allow myself to transfer my weight to project the disc into the basket. So some things that I think about are making sure that I get my feet settled and pointed. My front foot usually is pointing directly at the basket. I'm not trying to overthink it and set it up to where it's, oh, I have to have it directly at the pole. I just want it to be getting my body going to the basket. The next thing I think about is making sure that my shoulders feel good. Sometimes if you don't open up your shoulders enough, you might miss left. If you open them too much, you're gonna miss right. So the things that I think about is making sure I have a good squared up to the stance and start to focus on my target. My target usually for me is I look at one chain and I'm trying to make that chain move. That works for me. I know other people just look at the entirety of the basket or the pole, but it's just how we're all different players and we all have to adjust to our styles. And mine is, let's hit that chain. Let's make that thing move. So I like to settle in, get my feet, my back foot isn't behind me. It isn't too far out like a straddle. It's just nice and balanced. I'm in an athletic stance. So from here, I've picked out my target. I understand where I want to throw this disc now. So I just settle in and I'll pull back, putting weight onto my back leg and dipping in. And now once I'm looking to fire the disc out, I'll rock back and follow through. Now in that follow through, I'm trying to focus on spinning the disc and making sure my hand is in line with the target. So if I'm trying to move that chain, my hand goes to that chain. One thing I think about is my eyes are telling my hand where to go. So if my eyes and my hand are all going to that spot, the disc is going to go to that spot and I'm going to make more putts.